guys, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. Now, my aim today was to do something very, very subtle, and the reason I wanted to do that is I'm thinking of our friends that, you know, ladies of our age that haven't worn makeup or maybe a lot of makeup for some time. Our lives take different turns, don't they? And sometimes makeup gets put onto the back burner. That's understandable. So to be reintroduced into makeup can be quite daunting because it does change your face. It does make you look incredibly different. Even very subtle makeup can make you look different, but it can enhance your face too. And I've always had that wanting to encourage people just to make the very best of themselves. But as I said, if you haven't done it for a while, the multiple palettes and different items that are available on the market now, it can be quite scary. So what I wanted to do today was a look using very, very few products, but products that are easy to use, something that's not too over the top, something that's not too glam at all, very, very subtle, but it's a step on the ladder to getting used to makeup again. And also, if you like a subtle look, I mean, I would wear this around the house. I would wear it out, definitely. It's a daytime makeup look. I would call it a daytime makeup look. But certainly it's great if you're being introduced and, you know, you don't want anything too scary to start with. So that's what my intention was today. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we'll start. Now, there's quite a wind out there, guys, so, you know, if you can hear it, the window's just to my right and it's pretty windy. I've got it's shut and everything, but it's quite windy today. So, let's start. Now, I'm going to start with the CC cream that I showed you that I absolutely adore, which is the Lacura CC cream. You always tend to use a little bit more if you use a beauty sponge, because the sponge absorbs a lot. But I've got to say that it is worth it because the outcome, the finish effects, is so much nicer. Now you put this all under. I've got no concealer. I'm just using this because, like I said, it's just a really unscary look. For anyone who's not really sure or hasn't worn makeup for a long time. Guys, if I look down, I've got my mirror here, okay? And we want to blend this. Always remember to go right round to the sides, at the bottom of your ear, just by your neck there. There's nothing worse than the line, you know, you can get if you don't blend it properly. And then I go right down like this, so that that's blended so that there's no finish line. So for shadows, guys, I'm just using, this is the Makeup Revolution Gradient Lights, and this is in Sunlight Moonlight. Now it's a highlighter, or a blusher, whichever you like to call it, both really. And it goes from light gradually down to the darker. Now if you're starting off, or if you're younger, well, you'd be watching me, I don't know. But you don't want anything too scary. It is a whole thing, as I said, to get into makeup again. Or even if, because I often do this type of look just for around the house every day. You know I never go without makeup. So I often do that around the house every day. It's very, very subtle, but it's very comfortable, particularly if you haven't been used to wearing a lot of makeup. So what I do, guys, is I make sure that's well blended up, because I'm not going to put any other things on. No brow bone highlight, anything like that. I just want to really keep it simple and unscary for anyone. So I'm going to start with a flat brush, which is like a packing brush, and I'm going to go to the very top here, and I'm going to rub my brush into that there, just into those light ones, and then I'm going on the lid, all over the lid. And guys, I've got my mirror down here. I can see a little bit better. I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. When you do this lighter colour, guys, go down. I'm trying to look in the mirror and talk to you at the same time. And take it into there. You see that little bit there? So take down there and just underneath. And that just brightens your eye. And that's the inner corner highlight. Okay, so that's that bit done. I've done that on both eyes, remembered my inner corner highlight. I'm taking my palette again and I'm going into the darker colour. And this is a very straight, it's very blendable, but it's very straight. It's not what I would call a blending brush, which is one of those. But I'll be using that after. So we need a straighter, more definite brush to start with. And we're going to go into this darker one. So with the same palette again, same blush palette, we're going to go into the darker one. And this we're going to put into our crease. That's both eyes. And then we're going to get the blending brush, which is a lovely big soft fluffy one. And we're going to blend that. And for a natural, or any look really, guys, blending is the key. We're coming up, we're not going underneath, we're just going down to there. And we're going to spend time blending that so that it blends into the base we've put on our eyes, which in this time it's the CC cream. Okay, so when you've done that, get your blending brush and go back into the light here with the blending brush and just below your brow and the very edge of where you finish the darker colour, do a little bit more blending, because that gives that nice faded out look without a start or finish. So next, eyebrows. Now, they're the bane of my life if you watch me, but I like this pomade. Don't hold your breath, but I do like it. So again, this is whether you've got a lot of eyebrows or you haven't. I mean, they could be very, very sparse, or you could have a lovely eyebrows, full eyebrows still. But for me, I've got quite a few hair there. It's greying with my hair, but not a lot here. Although it is coming back an awful lot since I've been using the coconut oil on my eyes, but still not a lot. I plucked them to death in the 80s. So I've got here Freedom Brow Pomade, and I find this the easiest thing to use. So I've brushed them with my spoolie. Now take each side just a little bit like this on my brush. This one is a medium brown. Medium. I will list it all anyway, you know I do, guys. So I'm just going to look in my mirror again. Just gradually filling where you see any sparse. Not too much of an arch, you know, like a arrow. Just a nice curve. Okay, so when we've got it on like that, then we need to blend that in. Because we're looking for natural, guys, aren't we? I mean, I never wear a big thick brow, even if I'm, you know, glammed up. So keep brushing that. We end up with something like that. So you see that little bit there is missing, a little bit too sparse. So get the brush again. We don't need to put any more on it. Like that. And we finish that. Next thing may be scary if you've just come back into makeup, but if you can practice, it's such a big advantage, is to curl your eyelashes. I know this looks like a torture implement, but if once you get used to it, it's very easy. Practice slowly, just go to the tip of your lashes, but you will notice a difference. Even if you don't and any makeup on, you would notice a difference by wearing some, by curling your lashes. So I'm going to do that now. Press quite firmly. You don't go right onto your lid, obviously, because you'll pull the skin. And I pump mine a little bit like this. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm pumping it. Don't pull it too far away from your face. And it shouldn't cause you any pain whatsoever. So if it's hurting, just take it off and start again. Okay, so that's my eyelashes curled. Now, I've gone today for a brown mascara. I normally wear black mascara because I'm, you know, makeup all the time. You know what I'm like, guys. But if I wanted a more subtle look, and if you're starting again and it all seems a little bit scary to you, I think brown would be a good start. As a whole, I don't wear brown very often. I tend to wear black, but I'm putting brown on today. So let's start with a few coats of mascara. Put it onto your lashes, wiggle, and as you're wiggling, turn. Wiggle, as you're wiggling, turn. Now, this time, I would suggest you use a brush like this, because this will give you a lot softer application. I mean, I use something heavier, like this, because it gives you more. And then I tend to blend that over with something like this afterwards. But if you're new, you want something very light, this is really soft. This is one I got off of eBay actually. It's just really soft. So we just want to run that over the whole lot like that. Over the whole shebang. Tap off the excess and we're just going to go on here. Like this. You can build that up as much as you like. If you like it a little bit darker, go to the darker end. Up to the temple. So lipsticks next and final. I've chosen today just to wear a lip balm by Burt's Bees. And it's a colour that suits the, will blend in nicely with the rest of my makeup. I'll list it below as well. I love the smell of Burt's Bees. And the feel on the lips is lovely. And that is my makeup look. All simple, all natural. I should go and get myself ready, but I would wear this look every day. I really like it. But I personally, I would warm the lashes up a little bit, but you know, I just want to show people that and encourage us, you know, all to try to look our best, and we can do it very quickly. And you feel better in yourself, you do, if you put a little, I feel much better with my face on, and a little bit of makeup gives you a bit of confidence. So, hope you like what I did, guys, and the look, and that you understood where I'm coming from, just trying to encourage us all, really. I liked doing that. So, I will see you again on, what's the day? I will see you again on Tuesday. Have a lovely weekend. Behave yourselves. Be good. And I love you loads. Bye. Bye.